Good morning, everyone. I may introduce myself. I'm Georg, holding the presentation and giving you the results we came up with. We also have Adrian, who managed our project and made us work hard. Kevin, who wrote our blog entry and did all the research, and Pajam, who did all the nice slides you see behind me. Our topic is structural changes implied by new technologies, especially for our society. One change we all came across, and all of you will when working on your presentation for this course, is the outdated copyright laws and the rule that we may only use our own artwork or license under Creative Commons. Creative Commons allows any person to reuse, publish, change, or do anything they like with a graphic. This is totally different to the concept of standard copyright laws, which prevents creative reuse unless creators grant exclusive rights, which does not fit our new share culture on the internet. And many people are frightened, like so many times in history, when new technologies are invented, like with the book printing. With the internet, again, some people fear that unethical ideas infect our youth. They also fear that information about them became public. So they are against many new services like Google Street View. Especially Germans have their homes by pixel. Many different people fear that the internet knows too much about them and this information might be used against them. But this is not all. There's one man who stands up against all these critics. He wrote a book, Public Parts, How Sharing in the Digital Age Improves the Way we work and live. His name is Jeff Jarvis, and I would like him to make his own statement. So let's listen to it.
Perhaps the greatest technology we've ever had is causing lots of fears about privacy. We have these magnificent new tools that enable us to do so much. If all we do is pay attention to privacy, we may lose the opportunities and the benefits of public.
And in his book, he talks about all these benefits. He gives many examples where he made good experience, talking openly on his blog, and all the positive feedback he gets on Twitter and so on. But he also acknowledges that different people and different cultures have different definitions of what is private and what is public. While being in Germany, Jeff Jarvis made a funny discovery about us Germans. While we make Google misshape our homes on Street View, we go to the sauna completely naked. He calls it the German paradox, because in America there's nothing more private than your private parts. This is where the title public parts comes from. But you have to take into account that the Germans had until about 20 years ago the Stasi in Eastern Germany. And for many people here, the fear of being spied upon is still very urgent, and they fear negative consequences when they speak in public. But even though they criticize Google and Facebook for collecting very much personal data and building personal profiles for each internet user, Google has a 93% market share, and Facebook 22 million. Of only 82 million Germans have profiles. So this is especially interesting because of the structure in Germany. We have only a little group of digital natives, but we will grow older, and we grew up with profiting from these opportunities Jeff Jarvis talks about in his book. Our mentality is to share on Facebook what we see, talk about our preferences and problems on the internet, and finding others with similar interests to ours. We form groups around topics, meet in real life second to, for example, protest and influence political decisions. And if you have a broader view on how it came to this, you will inevitably discover that only Web 2.0 with YouTube, Facebook, blogging, and so forth made all this possible. Where our parents grew up after World War II with mass media where they could not find a large audience as we can today. And as we said at the beginning, we now have laws made by our parents which do not fit our new way of life and even limit our benefits for sharing stuff on the internet by imposing penalties for that. But we have a new definition of what is private and what is public, and how things should be shared on the internet. Jeff Jarvis not only talks about the benefits, but also says we might have a problem if the concerns of one person lessens the welfare of a whole group. For example, a person at a conference says, I don't want pictures of me on the internet. We, as a group, agree that the new digital age can mean many improvements in our lives, but we already discussed that we're not quite there yet. Many critics, outdated laws and regulations. The structural change will not stop here. We believe that with the culture of sharing and where it is easy to modify digital works, we don't keep the copyright. The future mindset will be that whatever is on the internet should be usable by everyone, and everyone should be allowed to modify it. The technological changes lead to structural changes. The definition on what is private and what is public will shift even further to more publicness. As we can see in this graph, we started with a more private and less public, and we will lead to more public on our way. This will lead to a second change. On the internet, we will see that the main idea of communism returns. The information on the internet can be used by everyone, and everyone has the right to access them. There will be no restriction on the usage. Just like communism, information and stuff on the internet will be common goods. Thank you.
Wunderbar. Vielen Dank.